Into a very special edition of After the Whistle. I'm joined here today by UMary track star Ida Narboval, coming off of not one but two national championships last weekend in both the 5K and the 10K. So you've had a week to kind of let it sink in as it really hits you that you've reached the pinnacle and finally got to that goal that you've been working for?
I'm not sure if it has, honestly, because it just came together so incredibly well last weekend, and I almost think I need even more time to digest it and be able to look back, because there's like part of me that feels like it didn't happen.
It was a successful weekend. I want to go back when I talked to you the week before you left. The one thing that you said, paraphrasing a little bit, was I'm ranked second in the 10K, but I'm not going to get second. And obviously you didn't, but what I really want to talk about is you blew the field away by 29 seconds or something like that. At what point in that race did you feel like you were really in control and knew that you were going to do something with it?
Honestly, the last, like 4Ks, I knew I had it, and which is kind of cool because it's not very often you get to run for that long, like knowing that I got this. So it was kind of a neat experience to honestly be able to enjoy that much of a 10K, just knowing, okay, I got this.
Right. Well, I mean, what were your emotions? I mean, obviously the 10K was your second race of the weekend. What were your emotions when you crossed the finish line and just knew, you know, I've done it?
Yeah, well, the 10K was the first one, actually.
Okay.
So that was the first, obviously then my first national title. It was my first All-American on the track. It was a really cool and nice feeling of just like knowing that this goal I've had for a very long time, and now it's my last national meet ever, and I'm in the best shape I've ever been, and we did it. It was definitely a relief, and just crossing the line and walking up to my coaches, and that was just really fun, with just like feeling of, okay, we did it.
For you going into the weekend, you know, I know we talked a lot about the 10K beforehand. How are you feeling about the 5K? Were you as confident in that race, or did you feel like the 10K was really the one that you put yourself in the best position for?
I definitely say that I felt the most confident about the 10K. I knew that was my best shot, and so when we talked earlier, I said that I'm going into this whole weekend focused on the 10K. I'm going to attack that one first, and then it's kind of whatever's left I'm putting into the 5K after. And because of that situation, I ended up in the 10K where I actually didn't have to run as hard as I could. Then I'm set up very differently for a race 2 days later, when I actually did not have to give it my all. In the 10K, I am maybe not 100% fresh, but pretty fresh showing up for that 5K. So after the 10K, I would say I gained more confidence from that, knowing that I felt really good in the 10K.
Well, obviously the national championships, you have such a competitive field, but this was just your second outdoor track national championships that you've gotten to run in, because we talked about it before. You faced injury for a couple of seasons, and then obviously COVID took away a season. So after going through all that, to finally get this chance and then to win not once but twice, ultimately what did it mean to you to finally accomplish that goal?
It meant a lot, and going into the weekend and each of the races, it definitely felt different than really any other opportunity, any other race before. I've tended to be pretty like nervous about it, feeling like, okay, I have to do something really special here. I have to maybe do things a little different than normal. But yeah, I was just really excited to run and have fun with it, and I think that really helped me that weekend and just made it just an incredible experience that I think I'll appreciate and like be able to look back and like have that, remember that feeling for a long time. And I'm happy I was able to actually enjoy both races, even though like the 5K was a really tough one. Like that hurts to run like that, but still like so much fun.
Well, lots of fun and capping off an exciting weekend, just adding to the list of accolades that capped off an incredible career for Ida Narboval here at UMary, winning not one but two national championships.